Yeah, it is. Alright, so I took it off light stream. You have to let me know how this is. It should be better. It's direct to Twitch now, so if shouldn't skip. Well, hopefully it doesn't skip now. Yeah, it. You don't hear any noise? Okay. I did unplug the mic and plug that. Sometimes that works. Let me know if that oh, what the, oh no! Did that? Okay. I was like, okay. Let's take a look at this stuff here.
Shell. Do you think there's a little crab living inside?
I hope so. A lot of redundant light sources in here.
Puffer fish?
Yes. It's also a lamp, for some reason.
Oh, did it changed the category again?
It's Earth.
I don't know why it would do that. I think I need to buy a new extra headset.
If Earth was made of paper and gave off a gentle...
Or I could switch. Hold on, I'm gonna switch it with my other one. Okay, you have to let me know if there's any difference. If anything, if it's still there, then it might be the port on the controller. I might have to get a new controller.
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Oh,
what's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
Check the treasure map to discover the combination or the padlock. Okay.
Let's take a break.
Alright, gotta check this out first.
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure?
Why else? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Wait. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. This is like a view. There's the dragon X and the thing there. So it would be this one? Like, wait, there's 3. What's the 3 letters though? Like, I figure you would pick. Now, if it'd probably be like I4 something, but what's the 3rd? Oh wait. North maybe? Is that what it stands for?
Nothing.
Did you check the treasure map for clues? And what about that painting on the chest itself?
Hmm. Or maybe it would be 3?
Still locked.
I think there's like there are different versions of the same thing, maybe?
Different versions? Hmm. I don't see... Except for right here, but there's no... like, tree like over here.
That was incorrect.
The padlock has 3 different inputs. It's just a grid reference for the map.
Yes, yeah, I get that. Hmm. Wait. Or maybe...
The padlock has
It should be I, right? Because you're... I mean, the spot. See, there's the dragon. The stone, and then the X is right here, and you can see the palm tree there. So... it would be on this square or this one. Or wait. Okay, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Spot where? Okay, no. Okay, I got it. It's H6 West, right?
That's done it.
There we go.
Neat. What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Okay. Wasn't thinking like in the other directions.
What is it?
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
Ooh.
Oh. It's a barometer.
Did I look? I don't think I looked at this. Need a model? I think that's about everything but the bed.
I'll let you describe it as.
Okay. Let's go to the next thing. That's still locked, so we'll go to the next room. Freya's room. Alright, there's a brush. You're hearing static. Might be game. You hear it when I unplug it. Yeah, I think it might be the audio jack or what, from where I put the mic in. No, I can hear a little thing in my headset. Look at this photograph. Uh-oh, there's something else in it? Huh. Swap the brushes in the correct order and arrange the paper to find... Ooh. Okay. No? This would have to go up here, right? I don't think that goes there. This looks like this goes... No? This looks like more fits here, kind of, but I could rotate it. Here, right? Where does that fit though? I know this looks like it fits like right here almost. But where? Oh no, I stepped away to use it. Is it? It's worse than before? Some of the other headset was better? Okay. Big time? There's something there, right? Yeah, I took my headset out. Yeah. So I definitely think it's the control. I'm gonna order a new one. I'll order a new one today. Just not sure how long maybe I can get it off Amazon. I would say get here in a few days. I'll get a new headset too if I can. I'm not sure how this piece fits in here. Does this look like it can fit right here? But where does this fit in? Wait, what if I do this? Ah. Okay. So... Is it... I don't see... Looks like green is supposed to be here, but I don't see a pink. Or they're all... Or maybe... Maybe this is supposed to be the orange for this, because there's pink here. And this one's supposed to be a blue. So the blue... would be this one. And this one is right. And I think this one is supposed to be here. The only thing I'm not sure is this is the check.
Nothing.
Did you find a hint? Looks like a red jigsaw puzzle.
I'm not sure about these things here. Like, I'm pretty sure this is right here. This is right here. And this one's right. So the two I'm not sure on is this one and this one. Oh, wait, that one has to be right because it's orange. What if I did this?
That was incorrect.
You should brush past the various categories listed. The information we need is on the paper.
Is it? Trying to see it here. I don't see the difference between this, to these. Could it be reverse?
Still locked.
So, there's a couple of brushes.
need a hint. Okay. I don't get it, but I'll have to look at it later to see what. Part of a photograph. Okay. Okay. And there's. Okay, that's probably all for this one. Bird book. Yeah, she was. Yep. Okay, what's this one right here? Okay. Okay, decided to. Okay. Check that out.
Soil samples.
A chalkboard.
Is it the library or a classroom?
Oh no, this is gonna be a puzzle, isn't it? That's a combination for something. I'm gonna have to keep a picture of that later.
I'm not sure I learned anything from that.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
Excuse me.
Taking all the environmental factors into account, there must be something I'm still missing.
May I talk to you, miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me,
Oh no? How come?
because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes.
Oh.
Surely you have already reached a sturdy hypothesis.
A hypothesis.
I've been here longer than 23
About the
minutes.
Murder?
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you. So, could you tell me your name?
Beefy fellow, microbiologist, inventor, innovator.
Okay. we go through these.
We will need to be more specific. One cell cannot be summarized in a single response without including one of great disturbance.
Is that true?
Well, go further. So does that mean that your daughter...
Correct. My father and mother are named Laura and Felix, but you might not question either of them. It will only waste valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the tip.
Phoebe, you said you were a something rather.
Microbiologist, but it is an insignificant label. My studies cannot categorize in any one recognized field.
What made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic and if I'm for one atheist.
Let's see, a thing for...
Correct.
And what's that thing in your head? Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me.
Okay, it does have...
Lens instead. Should automatically adjust based on the surrounding light conditions.
That looks...
No.
I could get this tomorrow. And then I need a headset.
What can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about... Wait, that's what I'm supposed to ask you.
Yes. However, you were too slow.
You're going to do yourself a detective, do you, Phoebe?
I just need to know what happened.
You too. So talk.
I knew ahead of time that the raid was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning, clearing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans. She was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
This one looks interesting.
So what did you do instead?
I locked myself in my room and cried.
See
Oh, I'm sorry to
if
hear
it's
that.
reviewed, okay.
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh. Good.
Alright, this one looks worth, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I should look for another one. One moment. Alright, this one looks okay. Try to get this one. Just in case it's like both, I'm gonna... Or one or the other, like I'm gonna get both of them. And I should have them tomorrow. Right? Yeah. February the 14th. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright, placed. Have that come in tomorrow and test them out. Alright, statement.
In my room, the lights were off and the door was locked. Someone could hear it banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
Wow.
She insisted I would go up the floor of the tower. We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs. When I
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has Flora been non-verbal?
She's always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered great loss, something she's been unable to move beyond. Name, Felix Fellow, age 53, profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my
Same.
father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
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 Why not?
You asked me. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Or more?
No, he is quite correct.
Alright. Freya.
Name, Freya Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, artist. Deceased. Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given rule, was not at all like this. She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became 1. Increasingly independent, and 2. Increasingly isolated.
You know why?
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
The three of you are friends.
We are of a similar age, and all highly gifted. 1 scientist, 1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite a team.
Okay. Okay.
Fifi's bedroom should be unlocked now.
Can't wait.
A new suspect? I don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
I'm innocent, I promise!
Save it for the judge.
Save it for the judge.
Get to bed.
Barely.
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
What is all this?
Is Fifi trying to solve the mystery with math equations?
Maybe. Did you ever try that? Maybe it works.
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya?
And Fifi herself. That's a whole lot of books. That's a whole lot of books. It looks like a microscope.
Can I touch it? I'm not sure this is a microscope.
I guess that's wrong.
The 4 lenses all have different magnification, so they must each have a specific position along the rail.
Wait.
the magnet. Looks like you might need to overlap some of the lenses too.
Nothing.
You want to close up. Start by finding the parts that are too small or vice versa.
I don't know.
Nothing.
You want to start by finding the parts that are too small or vice versa.
Reset the puzzle.
I don't know. Maybe come back
Just
to it.
gonna rest my brain.
Let me come back to it later.
What's that big book?
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
Is it a clue?
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology.
It's a magnifying glass.
How come you don't have one of those?
Why? Because I'm a... Should I start smoking a pipe too?
You can pull off a pipe. I don't know what that drink is, but I bet it's 99% sugar.
I'd read you the... But there's nothing written on the can.
That's even worse.
What's that big book on the desk?
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
clue?
Oh,
I
it's
hope
this-
it's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology.
Scientific formulas, probably. I'll openly admit I have no idea what any of them...
Okay, and then maybe this.
Nice room.
It's a mess, but yeah.
I think that's everything then. Okay, that.
Locked.
Okay, can we go here?
Are they paper lanterns?
Whatever they are, I like them. It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. It's gotta practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Interesting.
There's was a faded mural on the wall.
When I was a kid, I never knew the difference between a mural and a mosaic.
You still don't know, do you?
No.
That's okay.
1 old wooden bookcase.
Yep.
25 dry old books.
Mm-hmm.
4 lit candles.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing the problem?
Yeah. Yeah, that could be a problem.
It's one of those big pianos with the open lids.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted. Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude! Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah.
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I know.
What's your name?
Gender,
My name is
thanks to the
Poppy.
host.
I'm a pointer and a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey,
It's Poppy.
you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice.
Alright. Alright.
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor.
The
Most of his time
professor.
hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question.
On.
Fifi wanted to leave. Fifi, things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer. Three and a half hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I'd prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The 3 of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it. Needless noise from tongues expel. unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling, stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space. Foregone drifter, holding fast, days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender, accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom some four walls make around a room?
Okay.
Between the lips a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost your liberation lays in the center of a maze. Heart of head, but free of mind, unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond, behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied, it's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be.
All right. Poppy's bedroom is unlocked.
I wonder what's in there.
Okay. Poppy's room. Alright, let's start here.
Just a bunch of clothes on the floor. Nothing weird about that.
Alright, there's this here,
To
though.
you. More handwritten sheet music.
That is the bed of a vampire.
I thought vampires slept in coffins.
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lower back.
Alright, there's something here, though.
More handwritten sheet music.
Anything in the drawers?
Nothing you need to know about.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, thank goodness, there are 7 lit candles. Wouldn't want it to be dark in here.
It's an octopus.
No, it's not. It has 6 legs, not 8. Don't say it.
Sextopus.
A big glass door leads out into a garden. So,
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Of course there is.
nothing. Still
All
locked.
4 tiles have a moon symbol.
Those other symbols look like suns. Surely that...
I think it is, but
Nope.
maybe the information we need isn't here.
Where is it?
Somewhere else.
Okay. We'll come back to that then.
I guess we'll come back later.
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright?
Okay, this...
Empty. A lamp. It is most definitely turned off. Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
That is the bed.
I thought vampires...
This is a vampire who needs
Already
first.
did that. Let's check here.
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system?
I would look at it.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle. Sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
I don't know.
Nothing.
So there are two ways to move the shadows. Rotate the planets and rotate the sun and moon.
I'm not sure about this one either.
I'll do this later. It's tidier than my desk. Oh, the notebook is untouched.
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
It's tidier than my desk. The notebook.
So, even the most well-used notebooks.
Okay.
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally? Let's at least introduce ourselves before.
Always a good roll.
Alright.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Alright.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return.
Okay.
Nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
The
Yesterday.
day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Which was? Alright. Can you
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something, We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Okay.
A listless soul drifting through the ether.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family. I'd say you could ask her about it, but I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end. He should learn to make the most of his lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends. Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous. Wait, are you two science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally.
Alright, Freya.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. That said, last year or more, the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
Okay, Poppy.
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because she's a suspect.
Oh no, I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
Okay. Alright. Okay, how many more places we have to visit here? There is this one, and this one. There's a few locked rooms still.
A rather magnificent bush, somewhat cruelly confined to a stone pot.
There's a letter P carved into the side.
A little writing desk.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn it. They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is. I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
Steal your soul.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
Bird diagrams.
They're beautiful. Someone really knows their stuff.
An especially fancy cake.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Three fancy birds. Okay. So,
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! In that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
alright. Let's go through these.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you
But
think I
of
developed my
course.
love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz Fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our two families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether. I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there, crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day, watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him? With the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course. And they often do. But I think they just like the company. As
Okay.
do I.
Statement.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't
It's
know what
probably
it was,
another one
but
I'll have to
she looked a
talk to
little
later.
lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the Fellow Tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Yeah, so we have like 2 more characters, looks like,
A
to
fellow bird
talk to.
enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
a little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it. I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable. She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her. But she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
I can see there's a little bit more here on the things. We're gonna go and talk to the other
We can
character
get into Penny's room now.
Now, like, right now?
later. Guessing Penny's room is right there. Let's go down in here. So that's probably where the other... Yeah, that's what I figured. Oh, it's the
Wow.
detective.
Nice cape.
You're not fellows or pointers. I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking. But who are you, and what is your business here?
I'm Sally, and this is my sidekick, Grimoire.
A private detective, Grimoire.
Really? You're a detective. This is a joke, it's not a good one.
Who are you, anyway?
Private Detective Hawkshaw.
Oh, nice. Hawkshaw's a cooler name than Grimoire. Maybe I'll become her sidekick.
You're not on the Freya Fellow case, too, are you?
That is classified information between myself and my client. Clearly, this is something which eludes you. But a real detective refrains from handing out informations to persons unknown.
Oh, right.
Now, if you would, I have work to do.
Wait a minute. Nope.
It's not in my interest to discuss personal details.
Even if you're one of the suspects in a murder?
Very well. Let us make a small exception. Ask.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm on a case at the behest of my client.
How long have you been at Tangle Tower?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Who are you working for?
I am not at liberty to answer that. Now, I shall permit you one more question.
What crime are you...
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
You really think so?
Alright, yesterday.
As it happens, I completed an examination of Flora's room on the morning before the murder. I've been investigating every single room at Tangle Tower. Hers was one of the last on my list.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust and an atmosphere of somber melancholy.
Was Flora in there at the time?
She spent the duration of my search staring up at the sky, out the open window. Didn't say a word, although I'm told this is the expected behavior.
What did you do after that?
I spent the early evening searching the library. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent state of disarray.
Fiona was in the library too?
I expected her to make an appearance, but she did not.
And you stayed in the library the rest of the day?
Not quite.
Alright, let's get her statement.
Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared. He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something had caused him great alarm. He told me to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase. More so than at any moment prior, I felt like quite an intruder in the house. I took my leave, out towards the stone square. The grounds were silent. There were no signs of human life. Even the greenhouse was without its typical inhabitant. I noted that he, too, must be entangled in whatever was transpiring in Fellow Tower. An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance. He spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled. That much was clear. But sorrowful, mournful, I cannot say.
Okay. So there is, I think, one other character to meet, which I'm guessing may be here, or not.
This one's in a little pond.
Okay, that is definitely.
Looks like a gemstone, don't you think?
Tools used by a gardener for gardening.
It's bigger in here than I...
A little chart of. Actually, I have no idea what it's about.
Okay.
Kind of reminds me of a periodic table.
Kind of looks like a pure.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
Oh, there he is, right there.
Don't move. We're being...
Yeah, I see him. He's a little too big to hide in the bushes. Is anyone going to say anything? Or shall we just stand around staring at each other?
Right, sorry.
Sorry.
That's better. I'm Sally. And the guy hiding behind me is Detective Grimoire. Who are you?
Fitzfellow, the gardener.
Mm-hmm. And why are you so tall?
I don't know.
Okay, so let's go through.
You work here as the gardener.
I don't get paid to do it. It's just my area of interest.
What's the deal with the plants? They're all kinda weird.
Right. Did you see the lake?
That giant green and purple lake surrounding the entire house? Yeah, I clocked it.
The color is just a byproduct.
Of what? Poison?
It's not poisonous. Not to you.
What's this got to do with the plants?
The water controls all life, just like anywhere else on the planet. Clouds form, rain falls. The water grows the plants, animals eat the plants. Anything you've perceived as an irregularity is simply a result of this hydrological cycle.
Could you say that again, but like... condense
Human?
it, as if you were talking to a slightly stupid person?
Our lake water causes the unpredictable alteration of DNA. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Alteration?
Okay.
Like mutation?
That'd be the official term. For us, it's normal. Just nature.
And you're the local expert on all this stuff?
No. I'm just the gardener.
Alright.
I was in my greenhouse, watering and weeding.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came in a little later. She likes looking at the flowers, I think.
Did you speak to each other?
A little, not too much. We both left the greenhouse in the early afternoon. I went up to my room. Then I came back outside to weed the main gardens. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden outside my room.
And?
Let me guess. Watering and weeding.
Right.
Right.
Did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz?
And then he went upstairs. Alright, let's get this
I
scene.
was up in the rooftop garden. It was quiet. And then, it wasn't. I can't describe it. Could have been a scream, but it didn't sound human. we thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
We?
Poppy was with me. Did I not mention that? Flora's room was locked. That's normal. She usually locks it from the inside. I knocked on the door and shouted. Nobody responded. We became concerned.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. It was right there, laying on her back. Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see the two of them together. Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, she snapped at me. I think she was annoyed about being made to wait out. I told her about Freya. She fell silent.
Alright, so that is all the characters for now. Of course, so it looks like there's more clues. Looks like there's 5 to 13 more clues, or 15 more things to look at.
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's up in the...
This could be interesting.
Alright, and so there's a couple more rooms to check out. There is this one, and then there's the greenhouse. So imagine we'll find a lot more next time. How do I,
It's glass,
Total oxymoron.
I am not.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. There's more other things here. How do I exit to the main menu from here? We should talk to Felix. Alright, so we gotta talk to Felix again next. But that's gonna do it for now. Is there no... I guess there's no save. What if I go here or that? Like do an auto save or something? Felix is up in here, so we're gonna go up in here. And this is where we're gonna pick up next time in the game. I like it. It's a nice little murder mystery. Like, want to finish the story and find out what happened. It's a nice little game. Recommend it. I'm not sure how much they have the price at on the thing. Oh, and if you it does look nice, doesn't it? The sound issue, I ordered. I don't know if you were here, you were listening earlier. I ordered a new Xbox controller and headset, so that's going to come tomorrow. So hopefully that fixes. He was at the store. Okay. You forgot the hashtag. I tweeted another. I tweeted again with the hashtag. So if it doesn't, if I don't see a thing, I will get in touch with them, because like I did like almost 2 hours on it. I had to restart. Wait, did I? Yeah. I had to restart because of yeah, 2 hours 9 minutes because of whatchamacallit, Lightstream. It was causing it to skip. Yeah, yeah, I did, like, the 2-hour tweet from 2 hours ago, I did hashtag. Was I supposed to put ad in there, too? I didn't think I was supposed to, but... I will at them on the one tweet. But I mean, that will do it for this ad on the stream. Oh, okay. I mean, I could add it now. Not that it's gonna matter. I can add it in there. Change it after. I'll have to change it after stream too, because it'll just keep the original title in there. Let me see. Who we gonna raid? Okay, Rug's still on. Oh wait, that's not the right. Wait, why didn't that? Oh, okay, that's okay. What's wrong with that? There. Okay. Yeah, I'll remember next time. I mean, I think it the other ones that I did for the other ones. It counted without the ad. Krilla's doing Skyrim. Yeah. That might be the pick, and yeah, that's it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna unplug the headset, and I will start the raid.